Yo, what it do, what it do? I apologize for the late vid, man. This week's been crazy. What is already Wednesday? And the game was on Sunday. I'm just now getting around to speaking on it. But let's get into it, man. Week 3, another revenge game. Against, tough opponent. I know we've had their number. I think, after this game, that would make this regime, as far as like Sirianni, I guess 4-0 now against the Sean McVay regime. But still, tough game, revenge game for them coming in here, and y'all saw, how the game started off. I mean, come on. It was about as terrible as it could be. Couldn't move the ball, couldn't run the ball, couldn't throw the ball, couldn't pass protect. It was about as worst of a start as you can get off to. Aside from the interception, Zach Bowen, that actually is the only reason why we scored points in the first half. One for that interception, we'd have got blanked in the first half. And then some people, I heard people talking on the radio and stuff like, when did you think it was over? Like, when did you say, we probably lost this game? And me, if you ever listen to me talk or know me in real life, I always think, over the years, again, Lane Johnson is the best Eagle ever, in my opinion, the best wearing uniform. So I thought we were done when Lane went out. When Lane went out the game, I said, there you go. We were already down, couldn't do anything, it was already off to a bad start. Lane goes out, I'm like, that's it. And then you see what transpired when he went out, when they put Pryor in the game, and he couldn't block me on this couch right now. I'm wearing flip-flops. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I just was like, it's going to be a long one, I mean, what is it? 19-1 in our last 20 games. So it's like, look, that's the way the football bounce sometimes. It's going to be one of them games. Let's play it out, And in that third quarter, down 26-7, after the first bomb, to AJ up the sideline, kind of had a feeling, it was like, damn, all right, we got something going finally. And then come right back, boom, first up the seam to Goddard, still down 2 scores, but it was like, okay, there's some time left, maybe we can make this interesting. You see what I'm saying? Get a stop, and another drive, and and AJ started cooking, and the touchdown to AJ was, I mean, listen, if you wasn't going to call the push by Davante Adams in the first half of the touchdown, you damn sure couldn't call AJ for this one, which was less than what Davante Adams did, for the record. So when the ball went flopping all the way out of bounds, like somebody really shoved him, that was just comedy. That was clown shit. So then at that point, it's what? 26-21 at that point. And now we really like, now it's a game. Now we're like, we can actually pull this off if things go our way. Then what transpired from there. You get the block field goal, which would have put them back up 2 scores, which was huge. I know everybody talks about the last one because that was the most important one, but the one before it was just as important almost, because it would have been back to a 2-score game. The one that Jalen Carter blocked, and then it ricocheted off his hand into, Jordan Davis's hand. And then that final drive, our final drive, which was, I believe, a 91-yard drive, moving the ball and converting and giving ourselves a chance all the way up until the 4th and goal, to where he hit Davante on the out, and it was like, all right, now we up, but when we didn't convert on the 2-point conversion, I was like, that's going to be bad, because we all know at that point a field goal beats you. So I kind of had a bad feeling when we didn't convert the 2-point conversion. I was like, damn, because I already know they probably get a field goal range, because let's keep it real, the cornerback 2 spot on our team is lacking, and I knew they were going to throw at whoever it was every single time up the field. Like, I've seen this before. Like, it's like the first game. So they do exactly that. They get a field goal range, and I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I thought we lost the game when Lane went out. That's when I was like, we probably lost this game. But when we got to the very end and they were lining up to kick the last field goal, I really did have a good feeling we were going to block that shit. Like, I did. I'll be honest, I did. Because blocking the previous one, it looked like whatever they found with Carter and Davis lining up next to each other and whatever technique they was doing, it would seem like they almost blocked every kick they attempted during that game. And I really did. I said, man, it's going we're gonna see. I had a good feeling about it. For some reason I just did. I was like, damn, they must run and block this shit. I didn't think he was gonna return it for a touchdown. I figured they'd block, fall on it, it's a 1-point win. Now if you bet the spread and you had, Rams plus 3.5, whatever, that was sickening. That was a bad beat. My heart go out to you as a fellow gambler. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was that was a crazy game. One of the best regular season games I've witnessed as an Eagle fan over all these years. A lot of discussion about should we change up our offense? Is it too conservative? Should we go? I'm gonna leave that to the team and the coaches and all that. I'm just being a fan, enjoying this ride, man. Look at this regime again. In the last 20 games, we're 19-1. In the last, Jalen is 17-0. The last 17 games he started and finished. I'm gonna let them coach and let the players play, and I'm gonna just, enjoy this ride we've been on because, it's been magical, man. It's been so many Mondays. I've been able to go into work with a smile, have a great work week, because I ain't got to listen to a lot of horse shit, with all that. Only horse shit I've had to listen to over this last year and a half is people trying to slander my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But as far as winning, I've been able to go to the Wawa, going to work, go ahead with everybody. It's all love in the city. It's been beautiful. We've had a parade. It's just been a beautiful regime. So I'm going to let them do their thing, and I'm just going to rock and support my team. They want to be conservative, be conservative. You want to open the shit up, throw it, throw it. You know what I'm saying? That's just all I'm doing. But the slandering of my quarterback, it's getting real old and tired. Like, it just is, man. I gotta be honest with y'all, man. Like, it's getting old and tired. Like, the more you watch this league over the years and just, it's like, listen, man, I don't care. Like your quarterback, these quarterbacks over here, they can be as good as they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Be as good as y'all want to be. When you look at my quarterback over here, I don't know, and it's like, people, it's like, oh, we gotta do, you want to see this, and don't want to see shit, don't, my quarterback got nothing to prove to nobody, man. That's the thing that people not understanding. You see what I'm saying? He don't got nothing to prove to nobody. And I say that because if you don't already believe, if he hasn't already proven it to prove, he never will in these people's eyes. You see what I'm saying? He never will. That's just point blank period, man. He never will. So it's not like they're gonna always say, well, I need to see us, need to see. You don't need to see shit from my quarterback no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just get old. Like, but with these other damn quarterbacks that y'all got over him, who haven't accomplished what they accomplished, like, need to see that from them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, need to see that from them. Stop trying to need to see what you need to see out of mine. It's like, mine's already showed you. You see what I'm saying? Bro, a motherfucker came to my house. I'll never forget. Motherfucker came to my house, right? It was the summer after we lost in the Super Bowl, right? In 2022, that season when we lost Kansas City in the Super Bowl, right? I had a barbecue over here because I throw a lot of parties and barbecues, Oasis motherfuckers, everybody know. So having a party out here, barbecue, and it's all different peoples and families and everything, it's all love. So one motherfucker was a Cowboy fan, right? Respectful. So he said, yo, man, what you feel about your quarterback, man? Like, what do you feel? Like how do you feel? This the right after we lost the Super Bowl that summer. I said, listen, man. I said, my quarterback don't owe me nothing. You understand what I'm telling you? I said, my quarterback don't owe me nothing. I said, because he's given me the most a quarterback can give you, which is to have your team in the Super Bowl, in the big dance, to get your team to the big dance, and on the day of that big dance, to give you the best game he's ever played in that uniform. That's the most a quarterback can do for your team. This is football. You have an offense and a defense, starters reserved, 11 on 11. The most your quarterback can do for you in life is have you in the big dance and give you his best game. I witnessed my quarterback do that in 2022. He would have been MVP of the league in 2022 if we hadn't held him out. We held him out leading into the playoffs to make sure he was healthy for the playoffs because he got banged up against Chicago. Know your fucking history when you're talking with me. He would have been MVP of the league, but we had bigger aspirations, so we held him out. So after that season, when a motherfucker asked me in the barbecue, how you feel about your quarterback at 22, I said, the man don't owe me nothing. His credit is good in my city. He don't owe me nothing. I don't need to see no more. Now, that being said, how the fuck you think I feel about my quarterback after 2024? Bourbon. Ask yourself, how the fuck you think I feel about my quarterback after 2024, knowing how I felt about him after 2022? Stop playing, man. My quarterback's not the one that got to prove shit to nobody out here. It's these other fucking quarterbacks that got shit to prove. Joe Burrow. Well, shit. Now you got to prove that you're not injury prone and damaged goods. Because every time we turn around, you can't get through 2 seasons in a row. At his young age, he already has 2 Comeback Player of the Year awards. Could you imagine if that was Jalen Hurts with that injury resume? Y'all would have been saying he shouldn't be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Y'all be saying his career should be over. And you can't win with a quarterback like that. And you told you so, blah, 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 blah. But because of Joe Burrow, it's cool. He could be injured every other year and damn near out for the season every other year. So guess what, motherfucker? He got to prove he can stay healthy and lead a team to the promised land. You got him here a couple years ago. Cool, my quarterback is the same shit. Y'all didn't give him the props. So I'm not giving you the props. So he got to prove he could get his team to the promised land and deliver, and he got to prove he can stay fucking healthy for 2 years in a row. That's Joe Burrow. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, self-explanatory. Got to prove y'all can get your team to the promised land and bring the shit home. And then when you do that, you got to prove you can get them back to the shit. Because my quarterback been to 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls. So stop with who need to show what. Because my quarterback don't need to show shit to none of y'all. That's the point I'm making. Because if we start doing this game of who need to prove what, Herbert, homeboy, you got to prove you could fucking win a playoff game. Like all these quarterbacks, man, that y'all put on the pedestal and Dickie, like, then y'all, then who got to prove what? My quarterback got to prove shit to none of you. Understand me? Don't got to prove shit to none of you when we being real about it. When you stop dick-eating and you get them dick-eating glasses off and all that shit, and you start looking at shit objectively, you understand. My quarterback got to prove that to none of y'all. They said, yo, man, I need to see if y'all get the shootout, he can bring y'all back and get blown out. Like he ain't never did it before. Like we ain't been down more than 2 scores and came back. Y'all just don't really watch the team. You're haters and dick eaters. You just really don't watch the Eagles. And it's cool. Just admit it. Because if you did, you would have none of these questions about the quarterback. 2023 season. We had to come back in Kansas City to beat them. We had to come back against Buffalo to beat them in back-to-back games. Beat Kansas City and Buffalo in back-to-back games. I had to come back in both those games. 2-score games. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, oh, I don't know if you can win throwing the ball. Look up at the fucking record when he throws the ball 30-plus times. He 21-9. Stop dicky and coming with narratives that y'all like. My quarterback will not prove shit to none of y'all, man. It's these other quarterbacks y'all put on a pedestal that got shit to prove. Quarterback got shit to prove to nobody out here. Only motherfucker trying to prove shit to us to himself. Come to y'all, these medias and dick eaters and fans of other teams and people that never gonna believe him no matter what he do. He don't got to prove shit to y'all. But what we not gonna do is let these other quarterbacks go past that y'all put over him that ain't prove shit that y'all digging in his cool. Oh yeah, they good, they good. Dog, what have they done? The only motherfucker that can stand up out their chair and say I'm really rocking and doing shit is Mahomes. It's the only one. That's the only one. That is the only one. All these other ones I'll put up here and say that he got to prove this, got to prove. What the fuck have they proved? I can put up numbers in the regular season. I can put up numbers in the regular season. Every time the postseason come, I fold. Joel Embiid shit. You know what I'm saying? We know about that as Sixers fans. What good is it having a top 3 player in the league who put up numbers all season long, and I got a decade worth of not being able to get out the second round? But you could say, yo, he's a top 3 player in the league, yo. Bro, if I'm trying to win a championship, that don't mean shit. And I'm the one that's sorry to tell you. I'd rather have a top 15, 20-ish, 25 player that's really good, helps my team wins games, but when the money's on the line and the lights is the brightest, his game elevates. That's how you win a title. Not having somebody that's top 3 in the league player, MVP candidate, but every time the postseason comes, you cannot count on them. Okay, I'm done with that shit. I've been watching it so long, bro. I'm in my 40s, bro. I don't care for players like that on my team. All right, I'll take a good player that rises to the occasion when money's on the line over an elite player that folds on you every time. That's why I don't have shit in y'all trophy cabinet. That's why I don't have shit. That's why y'all like. But my quarterback one I need to prove it. Listen to y'all. Listen to y'all. All these quarterbacks that got shit in their trophy cabinet. Turn around, shit is blank. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit ain't in there. Like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. I mean, nothing in there. But the person that got shit in their cabinet, they go, yo, you gotta prove that, yo. I don't know you about. Stop dicky-ing, man. Way to come to my quarterback. Seriously, bro. This is getting tired, man. Like, stop it. It's not healthy. It's just not healthy for y'all, man. It's just not healthy. And you're not being sincere. You're not being honest. You don't even believe the shit out your own mouth. You know? It's just bias, and it's just like stop. Quarterback got proof nothing to none of y'all, man. Like, none of y'all. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is, who your team, who you, none of y'all. Because the shit you put him up against, they don't have the shit he had. They ever prove what he proved. Why the fuck I'm gonna fucking prove something to you? You didn't even do what the fuck I did. Like, but you so much better than me. Like, that's just dick eating, man. That's dick eating. And, you know, we not even going, like, it's like, bro, y'all really gotta, y'all gotta stop with that, man. I'm begging y'all. Like, stop. Go seek help. It's counseling. You know what I'm saying? Numbers, phone numbers, you know what I mean, to call. You know what I mean? That y'all could talk to somebody on the line. Like, you ain't gotta go in person, man, and put it on your insurance. You know what I mean? Go talk to somebody, get some help. DM me. You know what I mean? You wanna DM me? I'm down to talk with you. You know what I mean? I'm down to talk with you, man. You need help, you need something to get off your chest, you need help, DM me. I will speak with you. Seriously, cuz I had to get off my chest, man. I'm just tired of shit with my quarterback. Quarterback don't hold nothing to none of y'all, man. Seriously, bro. So I'm gonna drink the rest of this bourbon, man. I had to get the video on for y'all. Like I said, man, be at you with another one after the Tampa game. Hopefully, the week ain't as busy. All right, go Birds. Peace.